if you get saved and then give your heart to God, that is, give your full heart to God, and then you get married and give your whole heart to your wife, then you will be giving God to your wife, since you've given your heart to God fully. Because let's face it, marriage is a big step with either party, male or female. It's a really big step. You are dedicating yourself fully to your wife or to your husband. I mean, to surrender to God means you give up everything to get everything. But if you surrender to your husband, then you're giving up everything and pretty much getting nothing. And yes, people, I don't care how incredibly beautiful women are. Even if the man surrenders himself to his wife, he is still going to be giving up everything that he is for nothing. I really hate to say that, but it's true. Unless they're men and women of God, of course. If you're a man or you're simply a woman, that's nothing. Men and women don't do anything. But women and men of God can do anything and everything. Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let's try this another way. When you're just a man, all you are is dirt. Like, pretty much literally, you're dirt. And that's not to be mean to any man or woman. Even woman is just pure dirt. It says so in Genesis. You remember when God takes the mud or the dirt of the earth and he breathes life into the dirt and forms man? And then after a while, he takes a rib from man. He takes, this is me adding some words from my own personal opinion, but I think he chipped a little bit of heaven off, smacked it on the rib, and put it back into Adam and made woman. Either that or Adam was a really pretty man. And I'm just going to leave it at that. See, again, this is my own personal opinion on the matter. But I think that it's my personal opinion. I think that God took a little bit of heaven and added it when he made woman. That way he could show us just how magnificent and impressive heaven is. I mean, after all, God has glory, honor, respect, and all that power. He wants to show it off. What better way than to make a woman for man and say, hey, look, check out all my glory and wonder. Don't you want to go to heaven? I don't know, maybe that's just me. But let me be honest with you. If heaven is anything at all like what a woman actually looks like, why not? Why don't we just go there? I want to be there. Which brings me to my next point. When you truly do meet that special woman of yours, and she does miraculously say yes to your proposal, and I'm not being mean to any men, by no means, but you ought to count yourself lucky that she says yes, overabundantly lucky. Because here's this incredibly beautiful creation of God that just said yes to your marriage proposal. And don't ask me why I'm preaching on marriage or unity or togetherness. I have no idea. I just felt like last night God just inspired this in me. But any man who loves a woman, likes her that much, and proposes, and she says yes to that proposal, you need to be kind to that woman. Because believe me, she didn't have to say yes. Much like God doesn't have to answer our prayers. But yet, he is infinite. He is incredible. His power is limitless. He is the king. And she is his daughter. Now, don't get me wrong, you're not chopped liver. But this is just my personal opinion, kind of sort of connected with God's inspiration. Yesterday I was kneeled down in church trying to surrender more of myself and at least show him that I know who is king, him, Jesus Christ, God. And I started praying and I told the Lord, I said, thank you for granting my simple and maybe even silly request. You don't have to. I do not I do not control the winds and the weather. I do not stop the rain, the lightning, and the storms. All I do is I call upon you, Lord, and you stop them for me. Even though I am just nothing but I am lesser than dirt. And all of a sudden I had this feeling that God said, I lifted up the dirt, I raised it up, and I breathed life into it. Basically, I felt like he was saying, I lifted up you because I love you, regardless of what you think of yourself. So yeah, don't just be a man. Be a man of God. Because only a man of God is actually at all worth surrendering to. So surrender to God and then bring God to her. And some of you men out there would probably say, well, I already have a Christian wife in my house. That's good enough. Yet again, there shouldn't only be one Christian in your house. That's a divided house. And not a fruitful marriage. Well, I hope this helps you with your journey with Christ. Go in the name of Jesus.